My name is Daniel Mael. I founded Unit 11741 after October 7th. Live here on the West Side. My wife Isabel, who is unbelievable, and allowed me to go back and forth to Israel 7 times during the first trimester, second trimester of pregnancy. So thank you, Isabel. Unit 11741 is a grassroots initiative to provide life-saving equipment to soldiers on the front lines, in Israel, Sadir soldiers. Those are regular conscription soldiers that are 18, 19 years old, 20 years old, and also Miluimnikim, and the guys off the couch. People are coming back to help, but obviously after October 7th, there were over 300,000 reservists that were called in. The first time Yadin came, I was a little bit more cautious and perhaps guarded with my words about the current situation that's going on with equipment and the reality with the serious shortage. But the situation has changed with the ongoing conflict in Gaza, and I want to call out Orgat here. His sister Carmela is still held hostage by Hamas until today. The Red Cross has visited 0 times. They're not given signs of life. The international community has completely failed. And soldiers are working hard every day to try to advance the situation. And Or's been here how many times have you been to America? Enough.
Third time, but
third, a lot. Yeah. And I also called Or specifically when, at one of his darkest hours, right after his daughter was murdered on October 7th, and his sister-in-law was still a captive. Or actually went around with me providing equipment to his unit that he wasn't even fighting with. So he had family in Gaza, could have been focused on himself, but he was focused on his brothers and sisters to make sure they had proper equipment. And so he brought them home. To date, Unit 11741, we've given over 13,300 helmets to soldiers in the IDF, over 2,000 vests, dozens and dozens of drones, night vision equipment, boots, fireproof, fire-resistant uniforms, to units including Sayeret Matkal, Shayat Shloshesrei, Shaldag, Golani, Givati, Shirion, Kfir, Egos,
Nachal,
the Air Force,
Nachal,
my brother Nigalom, Yamam, Handasa. There are multiple battalions that know that when the soldiers finish training, there's not enough equipment. Turks are here. Their son has, without even seeing his equipment with my own eyes, there's a 0% chance that he has ceramic plates from after 2010. There's a 0% chance that his helmet is ballistically safe. And it's a serious life and death issue. And it's one that unfortunately cannot be handled by the Israeli government, cannot be handled by the leaders of the Israeli army. And the soldiers that are trying to potentially rescue the hostages require donations. The 4 hostages that were rescued about 2 weeks ago, over $1 million of donated goods from Unit 11741 was within a mile proximity of what's going on. That's just that I know. And this is a serious issue with life and death consequences. Of the 5 Givati soldiers who fell just under 2 weeks ago, 3 of them were wearing helmets from the Bach. Helmets that were meant for training and were not intended to ever be used in combat. And I say this out of Ahavat Yisrael, out of love of fellow Jew, out of love of the state of Israel and the people of Israel, the land of Israel. We are in the widow prevention business. We are in the trying to keep sons and daughters alive business. And unfortunately, for the first few months, talking very quietly and trying to figure out the issue nicely doesn't do anything. The fact of the matter is that there have been multiple missions called off for lack of equipment that would have had direct implications on rescuing hostages. And I know that because I've spoken to the units. So, I've had enough. We've had enough. It's time to actually just speak about it and speak openly about it, which is why if you encourage everyone to follow us, Unit 11741 on Instagram, we have a WhatsApp that's very active, perhaps too active, but at this point it's a life and death situation. And I also encourage everyone to please speak about this issue, because it shouldn't be that a conscripted soldier who is drafted into the army and is legally required to join the army is sent into a war zone with unsafe equipment. It's morally unacceptable, it's anti-Jewish, it has no place in the state of Israel. Unfortunately, that's the reality. It's just a fact. I'll tell you one story. A very prominent Jewish family in New York City, I won't say their name, but they have a cousin who's currently serving in the army in Israel. And a mutual friend said, have they been in contact with you? I said, no. I said, they have a nephew serving. I said, let's find out what unit. They're in Shirion. I said, you ask for photos of their equipment, and I'll ask for photos of the equipment, because I know the division that they serve in, and I can get the photos probably faster than you. Do you want to know what equipment they're wearing as plates? Shafpats. There's no ceramic in here. It's from the 80s. It does not stop anything at this point, because these things expire. They have expiration dates similar to a car seat. And there's multiple divisions of soldiers that have been in Gaza fighting without ceramic plates. Today is June 19th, 2024. This is a serious life and death issue, and the leadership is not taking care of it. And it's up to the people of Israel and the people that love the people of Israel, Jews and non-Jews alike, to step up, and we have to financially take care of it. We've raised over $8 million since October 7th, which is about $20 million worth of equipment, retail level, because we've gotten deals, we've negotiated pricing, where 100% of all donations are going straight to the units. And it's a serious life and death matter. You have the ability to save someone's life. Simple as that. There's not that many opportunities you have to do that. Now, with the harsh criticism of, and I'll add, Dean is going to speak, and then Or will add a few words, and we'll have a discussion afterwards. With all the criticism for the leadership of the army, and again, I'm wearing this Yoav Galant shirt because Yoav Galant has a helmet from Maron Delphine. He's the Minister of Defense. This is a photo from inside Gaza that he's wearing a safe new tactical helmet, where you have thousands of soldiers that don't have this helmet. When Herzia Levy goes into Gaza, he's wearing a tactical helmet. When Finkelman's going into Gaza, he's wearing a helmet, a tactical helmet. When every single leader of the Israeli army goes to Gaza, they're wearing a tactical helmet. The soldiers deserve the same protection. That's it. And the days of us sitting here quietly are over. And what's amazing about Israel, and what pushes us every single day, are the unbelievable soldiers who are begging for equipment, saying, we want to go fight. A soldier told me, I will go into Lebanon with flip-flops if that's what I have to do.
They will fight anyway.
They'll fight anyway.
With or without it.
Exactly. They said, listen, I hope I make it out alive, but I'm not sure. I hope I get a plate, but if I don't, I'm still going in. I had a guy once from Duke Devon in the beginning of the war, showed up in my hotel room like 2 in the morning. He only had a front plate. He didn't have a back plate. I'm going to Al Shifa. I hope you have a plate for me. So you're going to Al Shifa? Yes, I'm going to Al Shifa Hospital. Even if you don't get a plate? Absolutely, I don't care. Obviously, he prefers to have a better chance of living, but they're doing it. This is the dedication. This is the amazing soldiers. And there is no better exemplar of the best part of Israel, the best part of the soldiers, than Dean Gelman, who, part of Sarah McCall, I don't want to spoil the whole story here, but Dean's just an unbelievable ambassador for the best parts of Israel, the best parts of the soldiers, and I hope we can all give our attention to him so he can tell a story.